Las Vegas Raiders head coach Antonio Pierce is facing growing scrutiny following the team's disappointing 36-22 loss to the Carolina Panthers, a game that exposed significant weaknesses on both sides of the ball. In the aftermath, Pierce hinted at potential changes to the lineup, including at the quarterback position, where Gardner Minshew's status as the starter seems increasingly uncertain. The loss dropped the Raiders to 1-2 on the season, a sharp fall from the high of their Week 2 upset victory over the Baltimore Ravens. While Minshew played a key role in that win, his performance against Carolina raised doubts. He completed 18 of 28 passes for 214 yards, with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. However, the offense struggled to gain consistent traction, and Minshew's fourth-quarter interception marked the end of his day as Pierce opted to bring in backup Aidan O'Connell with the game already out of reach. O'Connell, who started for the Raiders in 2023, made an immediate impact. He led the team on a 13-play, 70-yard drive that culminated in a touchdown pass to wide receiver Trey Tucker. O'Connell completed 9 of 12 passes for 82 yards during his limited time on the field, raising questions about whether he might push for more playing time. When asked in his Monday press conference if Minshew would remain the starting quarterback, Pierce was notably non-committal. "I think we've got to get with the players and just evaluate everything from yesterday first," he said. His refusal to endorse Minshew as the long-term starter has fueled speculation about a potential quarterback change, especially after O'Connell's promising showing. Despite the uncertainty, NFL Network's Ian Rapoport reported on Monday night that Minshew would continue as the starter, at least for now. However, Pierce's decision not to confirm that in front of the media has left the door open for further scrutiny. The coach emphasized that all options are being considered, as the Raiders look to shake off the disappointing loss and refocus. Pierce also addressed his post-game comments about business decisions, a phrase he used to describe what he perceived as poor effort from his players, particularly on defense. When pressed on the issue during his Monday briefing, Pierce reiterated that tough decisions are on the horizon, though he declined to name specific players. "Whatever helps the Raiders win," Pierce said, leaving little doubt that his coaching staff is willing to make significant changes if needed. That performance is not going to help any team win, let alone the Raiders. The Raiders' defense was a particular point of concern in the loss to the Panthers, and Pierce did not mince words when discussing their collective failure. "The entire defensive effort was lacking," he stated, further underlining the gravity of the situation. For the Raiders, the season is now at a critical juncture. After their Week 2 win over the Ravens, hopes were high, but Sunday's loss has exposed potential cracks in the team's foundation. With a daunting slate of upcoming games, including matchups against the Cleveland Browns, Denver Broncos, Pittsburgh Steelers, Los Angeles Rams, Kansas City Chiefs, and Cincinnati Bengals, the team must find answers quickly if they hope to salvage the season. As Pierce acknowledged, the Raiders may have fallen into a trap following their emotional victory over Baltimore. "We ID'd there could be a slip-up in a game like this where you have a high of the highs against the Ravens and you come out against a team everybody's expecting you to beat," he said, reflecting on what went wrong against the Panthers. Moving forward, Pierce and his staff will need to find ways to maintain the team's intensity and performance level as they navigate a tough schedule ahead. Ultimately, Pierce made it clear that improvements are necessary, both in terms of coaching and execution. "It's just got to be better," he said. Whether those improvements include a change at quarterback remains to be seen, but the pressure is mounting for the Raiders to turn things around quickly.